What's going on, my PT peeps and my Walking Dead family? One Eye Bri back from the PT channel to talk about Fear the Walking Dead Season 4, Episodes 6 and 7. So if you haven't seen Episode 406 and you're worried about spoilers, stop watching now, as I don't want to ruin anything for you, as we're going to talk about a big thing that happened in the episode, and I don't want to ruin it for you if you don't want to know. And I'll also talk about Episode 407, the synopsis, when it's going to be on, because it's not going to be on next week, which is Memorial Day weekend. It'll be on the week after. But if you love The Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead, and the Walking Dead universe, join our Walking Dead family here at the PT channel. It's easy. Just hit that subscribe button, and I hope you do. Now, Episode 407, The Wrong Side of Where You Are Now, is Season 4, Episode 7, airing June 3rd. So that's not next Sunday, it's the following Sunday after that. The synopsis reads, Madison's decision to help an adversary has unintended consequences. John Dory's life hangs in the balance. Now, what did you think of Episode 406? I thought overall it was good, a little frustrating at times. It can be both things, guys. It can be frustrating and good at the same time. The ending was what I was kind of frustrated with Morgan and the pacifist and this and Alicia, and it's just kind of annoying to watch. But overall, is Alicia and Strand and Luciana the villains? We'll talk about that and more later in the episode, but let's talk about John Dory, and I like that guy. I don't know how you couldn't. Episode 406, we got more of the backstory of him, and it really drew our attention to like the guy. So what does the Walking Dead universe do? Potentially kills them. That's what they do, and that's what the show and the writers love to do. So The Walking Dead and Fear the Walking Dead, the writers love to make you love a character, and then they kill him off. Who likes to deal with that? I don't, so hopefully John lives. I think he will. We'll talk about that as well. John Dory, Morgan are on their knees, once again put in a precarious situation, while Strand, Luciana, and Alicia have them at gunpoint. So who are the villains? Is it Mel and the Vultures, or is it actually Strand, Luciana, and Alicia? That could happen where we see the good guys become villains and vice versa. So we'll see later on how it plays out in episode 407, 408, and then the second half. But John Dory got shot. Is he going to live? I think so, and I hope so. We'll see what happens with Naomi and why Alicia wanted to shoot her and take her out. She basically tried, and she hit John. Her shot would have been off if you see where they were standing. But either way, Alicia has a problem with Naomi. We still don't know why and what happened with the stadium and the Vultures and the people and how they lost the stadium and they're not there and where's Madison and then and now and all over the place. But did John have something in his chest pocket? Some people think it was the Scrabble pieces. I doubt that would stop a bullet, that's for sure. But it could be body armor he's wearing. He could have a bulletproof vest or a police badge on his chest or where he was shot. And I think he's going to be okay. If you see the sneak peek and the trailer for episode 407, which again, it's not next Sunday, it's the first Sunday in June. But if you watch it, you can see Naomi and Morgan tending to John, and Naomi leaves Morgan with John, as I'm guessing his bullet wound is okay. But John jumped in front of Naomi to stop the situation. Alicia didn't care, and she was shooting. Does she keep shooting at him, or what happens? In the trailer for the next episode, there's a gun battle that ensues. We'll see what happens, and hopefully we get more backstory and Madison. We still haven't seen Madison yet, so I don't know what's happening with that. I'm sure Alicia has some problem with Naomi for something with the Vultures, and is Naomi playing both sides? Has she been a vulture? Is she a spy? We just don't know. Now, John got shot, and here was the last picture of the episode. There's no blood. There's nothing coming out of his back or on his shirt or anything. It's kind of clean, and yes, it would take time for the blood to come out, but they do stay on John for longer than a couple seconds. So you could see the blood coming out of the shirt or out of his back for the exit wound. But again, if you watch the trailer for episode 407, you'll see Naomi and Morgan tending to John, and Naomi leaves John to check the cars. I like John. I want him to stay around. That would be pretty crappy if we watched episode 406, started to like the guy more and more, and the next episode they kill him off. Or it would be 2 episodes because his life hangs in the balance. But I think he'll live. Maybe the Scrabble pieces saved his life, maybe a badge. I would think it would just make sense if it was his badge, his police badge, or body armor. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully he lives. Now let's talk about Mel and the Vultures a little bit. Are they actually good guys, or at least decent human beings if they're not good guys? I mean, they haven't done anything to Madison and the stadium. They were in the parking lot, they rounded up the walkers, and then they left. And then we saw another part where they got food from the house that they were going to, Madison and Nick. But overall, they didn't do anything to hurt them. So we'll see what happens at the stadium still. We have yet to see about it. But Mel lost his brother Ennis, and then Charlie killed Nick, but after Nick killed Ennis. So I'm not sure who's to blame here. Alicia and Strand and Luciana seem like more of villains than Mel and the Vultures, right? I mean, we'll see. That would be a crazy twist if the good guys, or the people we thought were good guys, like Alicia and Madison and Strand and Luciana, and then the people we've been following from the beginning, were actually bad guys. Or they were good at the beginning and they turned bad. Because good people can turn bad and bad people can turn good. Now, I don't know what to make of Naomi's story. Is it true? Did her kid actually die, come back to life, and kill all these people? Well, that could happen, or it could be made up. What if it was a totally made up story? That would be kind of crazy. That she just plays this angle and she's been lying to people, and there's this whole other story or side of Naomi that she just lies and gets what she has to get and leaves. I don't know, but I could see that the story being fabricated. Either way, Madison and Naomi are in the sneak peek for episode 407, and there's definitely conflict there. Madison wants to stay at the stadium, which I would too. I wouldn't want to leave. I would fight for that place. I would go out guns a-blazing to take out these vultures and try to keep the stadium, because living outside of a sanctuary or an Alexandria or a kingdom or a stadium or somewhere safe is not good, and you can only be safe for so long without shelter and walls and somewhere with protection. But what do you think, guys? What do you make of all this? Hopefully John lives. What if Alicia becomes a villain? Or is a villain, and Mel and the Vultures are going to be actually decent people? And what is Althea doing back there? You could just record this whole interaction and watch people get killed. That's terrible if that's what happens here. She's just recording in the background. Come on now. Either way, guys, what do you think of it? What do you make of John, Naomi, Strand, Mel, Alicia, all that good stuff? Will John survive? Post your comments below, guys. Let me know your thoughts. If you're on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, of course, we are at the PT channel. We post stuff there all the time. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and become a member of our Walking Dead family. I hope you do. And remember, guys, with hard work, dedication, and believe in yourself. If you can dream it, you can do it.